See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. And also, if you stay down here and you never fuck around, you'll never find out.
So in the second half, it was more of the same. We see right here, Brunson tries to get the switch on Halliburton. Of course, he's going to try to recover. But in that recovery, he gets the one-on-one. Look at Nesmith's position on the inside part of his body. Brunson tries to shake him off. Man, they're letting a lot of contact slide, but it's typical. But once again, his shot is short. That's usually a sign of fatigue or just he really can't get any lift. So right here, we're going to see the difference between Hartenstein and Burks. Hartenstein sets a pin down screen, forces Nesmith to be on him. It brings him down low too. So now Brunson can dance against Miles Turner. And as I alluded to earlier before, it's really about some of these guys, what they're going to do off of some of the attention that Jalen Brunson draws. As Donte DiVincenzo really cooks right here. Great finish. So right here, we're going to see Donte have a perfect opportunity to take advantage of Tyrese with the off-ball movements. Check out Donte on the back door. There's going to be a lot of offensive opportunities for Josh Hart, Donte DiVincenzo, and Miles McBride to exploit Tyrese Halliburton. So with Hartenstein forcing Nesmith off of Brunson, we get him one-on-one with Pascal. And once again, take a look at his leg. The movements are just not the same. Look at that lift. It looks real awkward. Here's some more offensive opportunity as great screen by Hartenstein to get Nesmith off of Brunson. And with the attention from Tyrese, now McBride has an opportunity to get a nice three. With all the injuries the Knicks are having, it is important to get those big bodies to get a good pin down screen to get Nesmith off of Brunson. And with the next man up mentality, we're going to need guys like Burks and McBride to do the same. This series is really shaping up to be a war of attrition. There goes Hartenstein again, setting that nice pin down, forcing Nesmith down low. This is where the Knicks are going to find their offensive opportunities. This counter only applies when Nesmith is on the floor harassing Brunson, but he tends to get in foul trouble. So the moment they don't play him, now they could exploit Nembhard and Halliburton. So again, looking at the possible counters, as we see Brunson on this screen doesn't quite catch Nesmith. Doesn't quite get him right here. But there's an opportunity for Miles McBride. He could backdoor Tyrese as Jalen Brunson gets closer. See, now once he starts stepping back, it's already too late. McBride already should have made his cut. Once again, the pin down screen on Hartenstein is one combination. And right here, as soon as Brunson makes his way up here, his last momentum stepping forward up into this spot, that's when McBride should have backdoored Tyrese. You see how Tyrese's attention is on Brunson? Right here, you see? He should have made his cut already. As soon as he's looking away, make your cut. There's a passing lane right here where Brunson could have hit somebody making this backdoor cut. Despite all the injuries the Knicks have, there's still opportunities offensively outside of Jalen Brunson. As we see Miles McBride tries to set a screen, possibly a pin down to force Nesmith on him. But right here, Tyrese Halliburton is going to hedge this. So Brunson has no room to make the turn. And in reality, that's when McBride, in a way, should ghost this screen and go downhill. See, right here, he could have ghosted. Had he had a good feeling for Tyrese being on his back, he could have ghosted screen right here, thus giving Brunson a lot of space to make this pass. It's probably going to be an overhead pass. Look at Tyrese. He hedges. And now both defenders are way too close to Brunson for him to have room to make a pass. Now McBride right here again tries to set a pin down screen, and it doesn't work. Brunson really hunting for Tyrese right here on the switch. But again, with the blitz right here from Nesmith, fully commits now on the blitz. They get the ball out of Brunson's hands. But just looking at the beginning of the possession again, there's two counters. Ghost screen right here on the hedge from Tyrese. And the second counter is McBride setting a better screen. Try to pin him down to force to force Nesmith off of him. That's the second counter. But the Knicks are fighting an uphill battle. They may not have enough bodies on the bench to set those type of screens. McBride and Burks might not have a large enough frame to execute this. And them doing this enough times throughout the game, trying to force Nesmith to fight through all these screens, eventually you're going to tire him out by that fourth quarter. So as we continue on with Brunson's battle with Nesmith, watch him set him up right here. Lovely. He's going to act like he's going to go right, but he's really going to reject the screen. The screen is coming from the right side. Nice rejection. And Brunson finally gets to his spot. One of the few times he looked springy, I should say. That leg looked good. But that right there is definitely Brunson in his bag. So here's a failed opportunity right here. One-on-one with Tyrese. And the Knicks end up turning it over. Well, I should say Brunson. Very rare turnover, but Brunson had 5 in the game. This was indeed a true uncharacteristic game from Brunson. As he looks at Josh Hart, but he's really looking off Dante. That's where the pass is going. And Tyrese, a person who lives off of doing stuff like this, he reads it perfectly. And they get the turnover. And the Pacers, they live off of this type of transitional points. Brunson once again one-on-one with Nesmith. Peep Miles Turner. He's hedging. And as I stated before, Hartenstein, he has a good feel for these type of screens. He's going to ghost it. And at the same time, he's just going to touch him right in the back. Just to kind of throw him off, just in case he thinks there's a switch coming. But Hartenstein ghosts this real early. But Brunson feeling Nesmith right on his neck. He draws this foul right here. He catches Nesmith lacking, really. As Nesmith all the time, he's hovering around that off arm. As you can see right here. And then Brunson just goes straight up. It's definitely a foul. But again, peep the technique from Hartenstein. He's always looking to see if he's going to throw that screen or if he's just going to tap the defender's backside and quickly ghost. He has a good feel for that. Because at this very moment, when it comes to Brunson, the Pacers usually hedge on those screens. Now, very tight game coming down the stretch as we're going to see Alec Burks set this screen. And once again, he doesn't really have a good feel as Tyrese Halliburton is right on his back with this hedge. See, this should have been a ghost screen instantly. And going back to Hartenstein's technique, all he does is touch the backside of the defender and instantly roll. He doesn't even crouch down like this to set up the screen. If this was Hartenstein, he would have already been around here. So Brunson could have easily made that bounce pass. See what Tyrese hedging? And there's no advantage. There's no advantage coming off that screen. Now in the inverse, we're going to see Hartenstein actually pinned down with the bigger body, Nesmith. And it's going to allow Brunson to cook. And he gets Brunson a good look right here. Very good look. But he just misses it. Plays like this right here makes you miss Bojan. Because not only he has a bigger body, could have just utilized his pin down screen a lot better. As you see, McBride did not even affect Nesmith getting back to Brunson. But had Bojan been in that position, not only he could have set a better screen, Nesmith would have had to follow him because he's a greater threat from 3. Right here draws no advantage coming off of this screen. Just have Brunson fighting as Nesmith hits that out of bounds. So in this war of attrition, will the Knicks kind of find a counterpunch to not having enough big bodies to get the Pacers' toughest defender off of Brunson